Hello everyone. In this video, I will be doing a review of the Abyss. Now, this is a sponsored review. I've been asked by the company to do this review, so I want to say that up front. But even though it is a sponsored review, all the facts, the judgment that I'm going to give you, my opinions are all of my own, and the rating I give is non-biased, and it is something that wasn't predetermined before I made this video. Okay, just want to say that up front. All right. So what is the Abyss? The Abyss is a new gaming ecosystem specifically made for MMO games. So those of you guys that aren't really familiar with MMO, stands for Massive Multiplayer Online. So World of Warcraft is a good example. On the Xbox, something like Destiny would be considered one. So basically, it's games that's massive. You play it online with a lot of people, and they pretty much never end. There's always missions to do. There's always things that you can. There's always places you can explore. You can fight other people. You can fight monsters, collect rewards, and it's basically traditional games where you beat it and that's it. There's not much to do. With MMO games, they pretty much go forever. So the Abyss is creating a new decentralized ecosystem for those games. But they're a little bit different because they're concentrating on both client games, which are ones that you would download onto your computer to play, and free-to-play games, which is based on your browser, which is unique in that sense because they compare themselves to other game platforms like Steam, which does not concentrate on free-to-play browser games, which the Abyss does. So let me start out before I go on. The Abyss is started by a gaming company called Destiny Games. Now, it's not the game Destiny. This company just happens to be called Destiny Games. And they've been around for 10 years. Okay, so this is not a new company. They specialize in a lot of online games, the free-to-play games. Okay, and they already have over 60 employees on the team. So they're a well-established company that's making a lot of money. They're not just like some mom and pop shop that's deciding to come up with this idea. They definitely have experience in this space, and they have the team members to be able to make this a huge success. So that's a big plus. I wanted to say that up front. Now, looking at the team, I chose out like the top guys. Okay, and let me close these. This guy Vladimir, he's the president. Unfortunately, on his LinkedIn doesn't show that he has much experience outside of just being Destiny. He moved up from project manager, director, project manager, became president, and then now he's the president of the Abyss. He's the president of both, so good for him. Let's see. Sorry about that. Konstantin, he's one of the founders. Well, actually, he is the founder of Destiny Games and Abyss. Doesn't show much outside that he's just a founder. And then Vladimir, who is the CTO. Now, he does have a lot of experience. If you look at it, he's been around the block, has a lot of experience. Started as a system engineer, software engineer, rose up to CIS, Chief Information Security Officer, CTO, then finally came aboard to Destiny and became CTO, and same thing with Abyss. So these are just the three top guys I found, and I'll go over the rest of the team in a little bit, but obviously most of them have worked at Destiny for a long time. So the company, like I said, it's been around for 10 years. They're still successful, so they know what they're doing. So that's the biggest plus, I think, so far for Abyss, because one of the things a lot of people that follow me know that I love companies that have a working product, right? And the new idea, or what they're trying to promote with their ICO is existing or extension of of the product they already have. So this is pretty much extension of what they have. So that in my mind is a huge plus. All right. I'll be honest, as a con that I really don't like is the fact that they have this active referrals. Okay, they make it clear that they want people to refer other people, friends, and family to this ICO. That to me is actually a big con. Okay, this reminds me of coins, like Patcoin and some of these other, BitConnect, some of these other coins that are simply drawing a lot of referrals to them, right? That doesn't have a product, and it becomes a pyramid scheme. Okay, I'm not saying this is a pyramid scheme, but I really don't like the fact that one of the first things you see when you go to the page is this active referrals list. So I don't like that, and obviously whoever this person is trying his hardest to refer everyone. I mean, he's way more than everyone else. Okay. Now, outside of this, which I don't like, this is interesting. Okay, they actually released this, that they are the world's first DAICO, or DAICO. Okay, and what is that basically? It's something that the founder of Ethereum said, Vitalik Buterin. said that, you know what, it's this concept of combining DAOs with ICOs, and basically it's this DICO or DAICO. I don't know how to pronounce it, but basically the BIS is taking that idea and running with it. So the concept is the same. Basically, you're doing ICO, but basically in this format, the contributors, you know, if you're investing, will have voting power, and the voting power will determine if the project moves forward, or if it doesn't, then everyone gets their money back, and also gives you voting power when you can withdraw your funds. Okay, so they kind of explain it in this Medium blog post, which I will put in the description. You guys are free to look at it, but that's pretty much it. It's basically making the ICO more fair. Like, just because, you know, some of the other ICOs you participate in, you put in your money and then you don't know what's happening, right? When you go get your tokens, what's going on, if the project can't get canceled, when you get refunded and all that stuff. This DAICO basically takes care of that. The people that contribute will have the voting rights to all those things. Okay, so that is interesting, and I'm gonna say that's a plus. You know, as with anything where you're the first, you might see hiccups here and there, and sometimes too much voting power can be a bad thing. But overall, I think it's great that the BIS team, they're trying to implement it and seeing how it goes, and that's good for them. All right, so moving on, the other thing they really stress on, and I think it's a good thing, okay, but it's really up to you guys how you feel. They basically, besides just a referral program to the ICO, they're hitting referral programs hard, meaning gamers within this ecosystem or platform will be able to refer their friends to play into the games and make money in terms of the BIS tokens. Okay, so just so you guys know, the BIS token is basically the currency of anything that goes on in the BIS platform, which is good. That's what you want. All games, all reward system, payments, everything like that is with BIS tokens. So even with referrals, so if you're a gamer, you like a game, you want all your friends to play, you can refer them and make a BIS tokens. And also as a developer, okay, if you're drawing people in to play your game, you could also make money doing that with the referral program. So they say there's a personal 5-level referral program for both gamers and developers. That is absolutely unique. Okay. Again, I think I'm a little neutral on this. Okay. I think as a gamer, as a developer, I think, yeah, it sounds great that, you know, you have another way of making money. But again, I don't know if that gives the right image off, right? Because if you're a well-known established company or a gaming company or whatever, I don't know if you want to give that off like, you know what, like it almost seems like desperate that you have to invite people to make money for this referral program. Again, that's my own thought, my own opinion. You guys might think that that's totally different. Okay, so it's up to you guys. But I do think that a lot of people will take advantage of it. I do think so, especially on the gamers part. I think for gamers, a lot of people, especially in these MMO games, you have to play with friends, right? Inviting people to the games, I think, will be essential, and I think a lot of people will take advantage of that. And then also a lot of the other things that they talk about. I remember I just talked about the BIS token. You know, any kind of achievements and stuff that you earn within the games, it's all paid in the BIS token. So they're not just points that don't add up to anything. You're actually getting something of value, which is great. They also have in-game auction, which a lot of games have. Basically, if you collect anything and you want to sell it, you can do so. And again, it's with a BIS token. So again, of value. And you can withdraw all this, they say, to a Ethereum wallet, which they have a conversion for. That's awesome. And developer side, they have some things, but those are pretty much standard, you know, game statistics, multilingual customer service, and so forth. Now, another thing I'll get to later on is, I don't know if they have it on the front page, but they also have a built-in ad system, ad platform, okay? And they cater that specifically for the developers. So basically, you know, ad platform, you think of Google, you know, AdSense, AdWords, or Bing Ads, or whatever. So they're basically giving developers an option to promote their games, okay, within this platform. So if you're playing a game, you might be able to see an ad from another game, and it makes you think, oh, I want to play that game. So they're building that into the platform too, which is very unique, it's to say the least, because now game developers can pay to have their ads in other games within the same platform. And that's amazing. And they're making it so it's the reverse. As a game maker, you can have ads placed within your game, okay, from other game developers and make money that way, just like how AdSense works. So it goes both ways. So you could spend money to put ads somewhere else, and you can make money by allowing ads within your game. So the concept is wild. This is a completely new concept. I actually love that idea. I really think that's a good idea. I think you know, bigger game makers probably won't like that, but smaller game makers that are, you know, that really need that extra income, I think they'll take advantage of that. So I do like that. All right. they have this whole diagram of how things work. You guys feel free to look at this.